Hello everyone, happy Christmas, happy holidays, and whatever else you'll be celebrating today. Hope you're doing well. So I thought I would do a little bit of a vlog for you guys for this Christmas treat. Basically a really, really shit Christmas treat, but you know, it's alright. You get my mug, you get the beard. It's looking really good actually, look at it. I'm in peak beard point right now, peak beard. But I just wanted to give you a bit of a kind of channel update, but also a channel update with a twist in the fact that you get to see my face. If that's your kink, go for it. So yeah, basically, channel's good, life is good, eerily good, in fact. I've had one of those weirdly good 2017s that makes me feel guilty because everyone else seems to be having a shit 2017. But I've had a really, really good one, and already 2018 is looking to be one of the best years ever for me in quite a long time, which is quite cool. So just kind of personal stuff, it's good, basically. My current job I'm still doing, but on a much more reduced factor in the new year. This is the job that I took where I'm head of marketing for a small company, but on a severely reduced salary because it was basically just they wanted someone they could afford, basically. And I've been doing that for the last year. I did that purely so I could get as much kind of experience as possible being the head of a marketing for an entire company. But basically I'm still doing that as a consultant next year, but I'm also doing a second job on top of it. Don't worry, I won't be overworked. It works out as slightly more than one job, but not in a bad way. Which means financially I'm going to be really, really good next year. I'm going to be investing a lot more into the channel going forward, for example. So because this year I've been kind of comfortably-ish financially, but like not enough that I could kind of splash out. Like in 2016, if those of you remember, that's when I was like buying microphones, new computer bits every single week or every single month. Whereas now I can do that, but with like finally get a decent camera and finally do vlog videos, because I do want these to be a much more regular thing. But yeah, in New Year it's going to be really cool. I'm also going to move as well, which I'm quite excited about. My aim is to see if I can finally live on my own again. I lived on my own in 2005 to 2009 or 10, and I really liked it. I much prefer living in my own, so I'm going to be moving possibly back to North London and getting a one-bedroom flat because I'll be able to afford it, which is quite exciting. So basically 2018 is going to be a good year for Davey. He's also turning 31 in July, which I'm weirdly liking. My 30s are much better than my 70s. What the fuck? My 20s, David. You're 70. You're not 70 yet, mate. Oh dear. But anyway, much better than my 20s, which is pretty grand. So yeah, basically that's cool. But I've also got plans for the channel as well. So obviously, life personal stuff, it's very good. And also having more money means I can invest more. So basically, the channel's going really, really well. Or in terms of, I'm just happy where it is. You may notice that I've slightly reduced my upload rate. Not by much. Like, I'm not, you know, one of those once a week channels anymore, or like once every 2 weeks. It's just like before I was doing about 4 to 5 videos a week. Now I'm doing kind of 3 on average. Sometimes 2 if I'm a bit busy, but usually about 3. And it's a much more preferable upload limit to me, I think. One with the build videos, I'm spending a lot more time on them. And I'm enjoying them a lot more as well. I think now that we've gotten mods, and I just think I try to change my approach about them a lot. I'm being more creative, right? I like to think so. Like, say yes, nod at the screen and go, yes, you're being more creative, David. I'm being more creative, I think. And they're a lot more fun to do now. Like, I'm using, I've got a Pinterest account, just random sirens on a Christmas Day, rather, because that's, you might have not heard that there was, basically, other than that side note, what the police like to do is they drive by, because I'm on a main road in East London somewhere, and they like to drive by, and I swear they just turn them on. They go, just because, I don't know if they test out the sirens. Basically, it pisses me off. Anyway, that aside, when I move next year, I'm going to make sure I'm not near a main road where sirens go by all the time, because it's really fucking annoying. What was I saying? Fuck. I can't remember now. But anyway, what is it? Next year, I'm gonna kind of, oh yeah, videos, right? So I'm using kind of concept art, and I'm using Pinterest, and especially Pinterest, actually, to kind of give me new ideas, which is just, I know it's just making the whole process a lot more fun. By the way, the reason why you didn't get a Hangman's Alley video this weekend is because I'm finally off. It's my first holiday in absolutely ages, yeah, where I'm not working at the same time. And I just went to the pub and read books. I've got, what have I got? Where is it? Okay, I've got one of the newer-ish Horus Heresy books, which is Garrow. It's a big one. I can't find it. It's around here somewhere. Where is it? I tidied my room earlier, so it's somewhere. But I was reading that, basically, and I was like, I could go make a video, or I could see what happens, and I ended up seeing what happens in my book and getting drunk. So sorry, but you will get a video soon. It's just it's Christmas. Yeah, let me have a break. Plus, I've got like about a billion things to do as well. But yes, basically, anyway. So I've been doing that and enjoying my videos a lot more, which is quite cool. And I've got plans for new videos. So as I said, I want to do more vloggy stuff. My idea being is I've been kind of seeing, because I've been seeing what other people do. Like with me, I'm always trying to kind of see what I would enjoy doing. And you've seen it. Like some people, when they look at my channel, they think, oh, it's just Fallout stuff. But if you actually scroll through my videos where I've changed up, it's always done reasonably well. So for example, more recently has been the 40k lore videos, which I haven't actually done as well, but I had to drop them for a little bit because of the fact I was really busy at the office. But then prior to that, I did the Fortnite videos, which were doing kind of, 40k views, which were doing pretty well. And then prior to that, I did the RimWorld, they did very well. It's kind of been about half the stuff I've tried has done really well, and half of it hasn't. But in all instances, I've just gotten bored doing it, and that's my big problem. Like, I enjoy doing the Fallout stuff, but I've just not enjoyed doing, like, the Fortnite videos. I just get bored. The Conan Exiles videos, they did really well as well. And I was just like, yeah, but the game is really boring. I can't be arsed. So next year, I'm going to be a bit more experimental. That's why I'm glad I've got a new job where I have the money to do that. And I want to do a lot more on-camera stuff, so we'll see. Don't worry, I'm not going to, do weird cam girl stuff unless you want that. Maybe. No, that would be weird. I'm just going to actually... No, never happening. Sorry, you have to get your kick somewhere else. But yeah, I've got plans to do stuff, basically, which is quite cool. And also, like, next year, I'm almost reasonably certain we're going to start getting a new Elder Scrolls is probably going to start getting the new info on that. Which is going to be quite exciting. Like, timing-wise, I would think we would at least start to know stuff kind of like this time next year. I don't know if they'll do, like, another Fallout 4 suddenly released in 6 months. It would be cool if they did. But the good thing about that is even though Bethesda have released other games in the last year, Fallout and Elder Scrolls games, they're very similar. Like, they have the same kind of audience. I know a lot of you love Skyrim, right? And we all know that the next Elder Scrolls game will almost certainly have some kind of base building functionality in it, to the point where I wouldn't be surprised if they just used the same base building mechanics as Fallout 4. So yeah, I'll be getting that. I'll pretty much so excited when it finally drops, because that'll do wonders for my channel as well. I'll be totally frank, obviously people like me, Mr. Matty Plays, people like that, where we kind of still look at the Bethesda content, will be well placed to basically just jump straight back onto the hype train, which is quite cool. I can wait, it's fine. But then alongside that as well, I want to start doing, I said, kind of other content. I really want to get the Games Workshop on the channel. So like basically, I was all hyping about getting my Dark Angels. I bought them, and then it was too dark. Dark Angels, dark. But it was also too dark in my room to paint by the time I got home, and I just haven't had the money to buy loads of lights, so I like kind of like daylight light bulbs. I mean, they're probably like 30 quid, but I just haven't got around to doing it. So I am, and I'm also going to buy my Necromunda box set soon as well. I'm going to buy it next year though, because I want to wait until I get my first paycheck rather than doing it now and then intentionally running out of money in January, which would just be really depressing in a new job. But yeah, so basically, loads of stuff, really excited. Personally, life is very, very cool, eerily cool actually. And I've got loads of plans for 2018. And plus, I'm just in a good mood. Like, every Christmas, I swear, so this is the thing about me. Every Christmas, I'm always unemployed. I've always been unemployed. I always stay at one job for a year. Because I was working in sales, right, and I hated it. So I was always trying to get out and get kind of out of salesy work. And I'm fully out. And I thought for a second I would be unemployed for Christmas again. I was like, oh, for crying out loud. Because my boss, who made everyone redundant and then rehired us back. But just on Friday, I got offered my new role as well. So I'm actually I've got nothing to stress about. And that's really surreal and weird. And it's quite grand. I'm quite excited. But anyway, hope you guys are good. That was a very waffly, rambly video. But, it's a vlog. Deal with it, yeah? I'll get better at doing these one day, I think, once I get a decent setup. And, maybe I probably won't. I'll just get more comfortable and accept the fact that I'm going to ramble and talk about bollocks. But yeah, hope you guys are having a good holidays, whatever it is you're doing. Hopefully you're eating loads of food. Random people are just shouting at each other. Nothing like a bit of Christmas domestic violence. No, it's not domestic violence. It's actually just some drunk people in the street, I think. That sounds like a really Cockney old lady, actually. Anyway, Cockney people getting Larry outside my house aside. I hope you guys have a good Christmas. I will have a new video up soon. It'll be Hangman's Alley, possibly a build video. I think I want to do that with back area a little bit. And then we'll have the tour up as well. But that'll be in a couple of days because I'm gonna eat a load of food. And I hope you do too. Anyway, have a good one. Take care.